What's up guys, welcome back to Skyrim Remastered on the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 Triple. That's right. Now if you don't know what this is, well basically it's Skyrim but it's remastered. So there's new stuff, new textures, new lighting, all that sort of good stuff that we all want. That the PC already has. Now this is a simulation if you don't know already. This is a simulation just to get you guys prepared for the new game, the Skyrim Remastered, and that's what it's all about. A lot of people came from Fallout 4 and that's the only game they know about because it was right next to the Call of Duty hype train, and they picked up Fallout 4 instead for some reason, and they were like, wow, this is actually a really good game. Well, there's actually more to Fallout 4. For example, it's the Skyrim, and that's why Bethesda is making the Skyrim Remastered Edition so you guys can pick this up for yourself. So let's see what this game has to offer. Now in the last episode we checked out the claw, we got the claw and stuff, so basically you get the claw and you can go inside the door, and if you don't know, that little marker right over there in front of us tells us that we need to go inside this door, and there's a lot to this game. Now if you don't know, in the last time the nighttime was night, alright, the whole Skyrim was basically nighttime, so you guys got a chance to actually see how it looks like in the nighttime. And if you missed that episode, you can check that episode if you want to, so you can see Skyrim Remastered in the nighttime edition. All right, so right over here it's pretty cool how we can see like smoke just coming out. Now in the regular Skyrim we don't actually get to see such type of dynamics like this. I mean, this is something else. You know, black smoke coming out of the fire is something really immersive. You know, it really drags you in when you come in here. It really makes you feel cozy and everything. So you see the fire, you're like, wow, that's pretty cozy. You see the black smoke and you're just like, you know what, I want to come close to this fire and just warm up. And that's one thing that you can do in this game. It just make yourself really immersed in the game. So you know, Skyrim is all about the cold weather. If you don't know Skyrim, in the land of Argonia and stuff like that, it's really cold. It's really really cold. This is the coldest place in all of Nirn. All right. And there's a lot of snow, as you can see. Mountains everywhere, mountains over there, mountains everywhere. It's not like Argonia, for example. If you know anything about Argonia, it's the land of the Argonians, and it's very, very swampy. It's very, very kind of little hotter weather, I'd say. So the thing with Skyrim, it's cold. You can come here, just warm up, sing a little song if you want to, you know, things like that you can do in the game. Okay, so now we're just gonna head in here and return the claw that we just found. All right, now as you can see, this is a beta stage game. Like, they're still working on the remastered, so there's things that they're still improving. For example, the lighting, the textures, all that sort of good stuff. And one of the downsides right now, but it will be fixed when the game fully releases on the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 Triple, is the frame rate. So right now the frame rate is pretty low. As we can see, the fire's moving, like inside the fire's moving, and it's pretty low. Like that's one of the drawbacks right now. But this is alpha stage, and I do have the alpha stage, so it will be fixed when the regular game releases. So we're just gonna talk to this Lucan Valerius, and as we can see, like right off the bat, it kinda, you can see the character Lucan, and he's very clear. All right, it's very high resolution right now, but the background, if you take a look at the background right now, it's very, like, it's kind of blurred. It's not full resolution, it's kind of blurred, so that kind of adds like a cinematic type of effect. And if you know, in the previous Skyrim, like the original Skyrim, it was very bleak, but you can tell this remastered edition really has more of a saturation boost, if you will. All right, there's a lot of things we can do. So right now, when I look at him, notice how the background just kind of blurs a bit. You know, that kind of adds a cinematic effect. Now if I move my cursor to the background, now see how it's more like higher resolution? That's what you call immersive. Very, very immersive right there. So we're just gonna straight up talk to this. Now it's just like Fallout 4. All right guys, I know a lot of you guys coming from Fallout 4. It's just like this game, so you can talk to everyone, things like that. So we can say, like, I have the golden claw. Now this is what we fetched in the last episode. You found it. See, he's really happy. You can tell by his facial expressions that, you know what, this guy's fucking happy right now. He's smiling and all that shit. He's laughing and everything. You really get to feel that emotional type of, a very like emotional thing. You know what I mean? It really touches your heart, so to speak. So there it is, the claw. And still, you know, this is Fallout 4. Just like Fallout 4, we can do anything we want. We can straight up steal this, kill this guy if we want to. But that's not what we're going for right now. So this guy really is really happy. So we can even sell stuff, things like that. He sells us spells, all that sort of stuff. This is actually her daughter that we actually get to bang later on, which is really amazing. You guys better stick around to in the later episodes where we actually get to do that, and you guys will enjoy that. Again, sorry for the low frames per second inside the house. That's just a little downfall to the remastered edition. Alright, so now we're outside. As we can see, the time has changed. If you do notice, if you didn't notice already, the weather in this game is dynamic. So it's always changing. It's always changing. When it's nighttime, shit's going on. You know, this dog's just barking away. And you know, it takes a shit sometimes, like back there, you know, actually, it's pretty rare to actually see the dog actually take a shit back there, but it actually does that sometimes. Sometimes it just comes up here, takes a nap, it looks at the people, looks at the children and shit like that, like a pedophile or some shit. But anyways, there's also a chicken that does the exact same thing, except it's not a pedophile. Alright, so that's one of the quests that we have just completed, which was retrieving the golden claw. And we're still in Riverwood. Now, if you don't know, this is the starting place, basically the first place most likely that you're gonna come to and just make it your home, basically. And we can see the textures of the everything has been improved, like the water or shit like that. And we can actually open up this thing. So you press the circle button on your Xbox or PlayStation controller, and it brings up this main menu type of thing. Now from here we can navigate, we can level up, we can sort our magic, different types of magic that we have, the items that we have, the map. But we're actually gonna open up our quest. Alright, so we got a few quests. These are the quests that we have done, so this is what we've done. Now this, just ignore this for now. This is actually a mod on the consoles. Now if you don't know already, the Skyrim does in fact have console mods, which is going to be available to you guys. So the console mods are something to look for. Now I have a few mods installed. For example, this new life thing, which basically makes it so you don't have to go to the first cutscene. Now if you do have this mod, Live Another Life alternate start mod, you can basically choose your starting life, which is great. Because in Fallout 4, I know it kind of sucks that you're kind of like forced into a main role type of thing. Alright, another mod I do have is well, I think that's the only mod I have. Alright, so we're actually gonna head over to this place called Whiterun, I think it's called. I know it sounds racist and everything, but it's actually called Whiterun. Yeah, so right here we can see the different places that we can go. Riverwood is just right there. Iverstead, Helgen, Windhelm, Whiterun is the place we're actually gonna go. Solitude, that's pretty far away. So these places, some of these places like Marka are really far away at the end of the map, basically. So we're actually gonna take the Whiterun. So we're actually gonna have to go over here, I think. Whiterun, is it over here? Or it's probably this way. I'm not entirely sure. So we can actually take a look at the map right now, and we can see that Whiterun is just around here. So yeah, well, I guess we can go through here. And as we can see, there's a lot of deers and stuff. Like these guys are friendly. Now in Fallout 4, there are some friendly creatures like the rat stags that do sometimes attack you if they get a little fiddly. But these things don't really get fiddly. They just get a little scared and they try to run away from you like that. Like look at that guy just trying to run away. But I just pulled out my weapon just in case. You never know what's gonna happen in the world of Skyrim. All right, anything could happen in this game, just like in Fallout 4. Now Fallout 4 is a bit more harsh, it's a bit more scary, like unexpected things could happen. A death cloud can come out of nowhere. Same in this game. I mean, a dragon can just show up out of nowhere. Look, a butterfly can just show up. Hey, that's Life is Strange, isn't it? The Life is Strange game. I was actually playing that game not too long ago, and it's probably one of the best games ever. Oh my god, I can't believe how awesome this game actually is. Holy shit. Look at this shit. What the hell is this? Oh my god. See, this is actually a wolf that just comes up and attacks you. And hopefully this guy's like a Brahmin in Fallout 4. I don't know why it has these markings on it. I think this is part of the remastered editions where all the Brahmins are actually like this now. Kind of like an Inuit type of thing. I don't know. Whoa. Oh, it's this guy's pet. This guy's a farmer, and this guy's is like Brahmin. Basically, in Fallout 4, you got those people that go around selling goods. That's basically what that guy is, except he's a farmer. Gonna pull my weapon down. Now, there's a lot we can see in the far distance. Now, that's actually Whiterun right there. That's the place we're actually going to as of right now. And you know what? It's not, the graphics are improved, but they're still not as optimized, as good looking as Fallout 4. Like, I'll admit, the Skyrim has improved a lot. I mean, the game came out in 2011. It's improved a lot, but it's still not as good as Fallout 4, I'd say. But I think if we added mods to Skyrim, like this edition, like we added a whole bunch of mods, that will actually improve it quite a bit and make it even better than Fallout 4. Holy shit, it's a giant. Now this is a rare encounter. Something's going on here. Like, you don't, this is actually planned. It's scripted to be like this. So they just killed the giant, and we can actually talk to these guys. So that was supposed to happen. So this is Farkos, right? We can actually talk to this. Oh,
that's taken care of. No thanks to you.
So, oh, it looks like I tried my best. Crying about his effort. So there's a lot of jokes to this game as well. A lot of jokes, a lot of hilarious moments. I mean, that was pretty funny, you gotta admit. I mean, I was laughing. I wasn't laughing in the microphone right now, but I was laughing on the inside, and I hope you guys were laughing as well with me on that, and I hope you guys really support me on the laughter. In order for warriors are brothers and sisters. So these guys are actually saying that they're companions and they're really cool. So these guys, basically, they're a gang, and you can actually join these guys and be like, you know, can I join you guys? And there's actually a quest involved, and I'm not gonna spoil anything for you guys, but something happens in this in this guild. If you do join it, it's like pretty cool to actually join these guys. It's really something else. Like, it's actually game changing if you do join these guys. And there's a whole bunch of other factions that I don't think I'm gonna name right now. I'll just name one of them, which is the Dark Brotherhood, and they're actually a really cool one to join. Now, the biggest thing I'd say for the remastered edition for Skyrim is the fact that if you take a look at other Skyrim, like the old, like in the previous of the days, back in the days in 2011 when it first came out, it was straight up bleak as bleak can be. Straight up black and white. Everything's mountains white. Like, there's no sunshine like this. There's no color in these leaves. But now there is, and that's really awesome. Like, there's so much color, there's so much vibrance, and that's what I think Skyrim should be. That's what I think Elder Scrolls games should be. Like, Fallout should be like more like bleak. Like, it could get away with being bleak because it is a post-apocalyptic game, but this is sort of a fantasy game, so I'd expect it to be like really saturated and stuff. Alright, so it looks like it says Whiterun has been discovered, and it does auto save as soon as you enter, and you can actually turn that off if you want to, because I know that when it auto saves while you're playing the game, it kind of lags. So it's up to you if you want to do that, if you want to turn that off or not. But as we can see, the distant terrain looks pretty decent, except for the trees. It's not as good, but I'm not going to complain. I mean, this game came out in 2011, so a lot has changed. A lot has changed in 5 years. We're just going to head up these stairs, just take a look at what this place is. So as we saw back there, I don't know, I sure showed you guys, in this little town, this is pretty much the general market. So you can come here, buy some meat, buy some stuff. I mean, this guy sells some jewelry, pots, things of that nature. There's some lettuce, cabbage, onions, food of that nature over here. Over here we can jump and snap this thing back, and see that kind of moves. That's dynamic. You don't really see that, and I don't think the original Skyrim had this where it just moves around back and forth like that. Pretty cool. That's not something that you see in most games. In most games, it would just like stay still and it wouldn't even move. I mean, you wouldn't expect yourself to just jump and hit your head like that on this thing and expect that thing to just wiggle around. That's really immersive. over here, I mean, this was the general goods store, so you can actually go inside here and just buy stuff, sell stuff, all that sort of good stuff. All these bitches are right here, and there's actually water coming down these things, if you didn't know. I mean, in the older Skyrims, it was really obvious that there's water coming down because the water was blue, and you can actually see it, like it's thick. It looked like milk, basically, just pouring down. It's like, what the hell is that shit? Milk coming from these cows back up there. But in this game, you can actually see that, you know what, it's actually clear. Like, water is clear, if you didn't know that. If you pour a glass in water, it's actually clear, and it just it looks like this in real life. Now, when you take a bunch of water and you mush it all together, it actually turns blue. Over here we can see it splashing, and it's kind of blue, but over here it's kind of like it's clear, you know what I mean? Pretty cool. These guys walking downstairs, kind of immersive.
Everything all right?
Here, you see that? You see his walking style? It's like he's actually walking down the stairs. You don't usually in a games you'd be like gliding down the stairs, but in this game you're physically walking down each and every single step, which is not many games actually gonna do it. So you really gotta say thanks to Bethesda for actually putting that much amount of detail into the game. Now, as you can see right now, I'm walking on a straight path, and my character, my camera isn't moving at all. All right, it's moving back and forth, right? But it's not wiggling up and down. Now see what happens. Now look what happens if I go up these stairs. Look at that. It's like jittering back and up and down. That's because it's stairs. So that's something to show you guys. Look at this cow. It's straight up depressed, and it's looking at the water. It's like, oh, it used to be milk, but now it's like straight up water. So it's just looking around, you know what I mean? Pretty cool. And there's a lot of stuff in this area, like this tree. There's a quest involved. There's something about this tree that you gotta figure out, which is really cool. So as you guys know already, I'm not gonna spoil things about this game. But this tree has a big part in the game as well. There's a quest involved for this tree. It's like, oh, what is this tree? There must be something. And they built the town around the tree. It's like, and I don't know if you guys know, but in Fallout 3, if any of you guys are old school Fallouts, if you played Fallout 3, there's actually a place. It's called Megaton, and in that place, there's like a guy. And he's surrounded by this giant bomb, and he's like, oh, this bomb is like the best thing ever, we gotta save the bomb and shit, whatever. I'm not gonna spoil it too much, but he basically worships the bomb, right? He's like, this bomb is our life, we gotta save this bomb, it's amazing. And he kind of reminds me of this guy who's here, and he's like religious and stuff and whatever. Pretty cool. But we're actually going to meet the Jarl of this Whiterun place, and he's all the way up here in this place. I think this place is called the Dragon Shed, and you'll know why it's called the Dragonsreach. That's what it's called. You'll know why it's called the Dragonsreach. We're going to open up these doors. There we go. Oh, there goes a kid. Now there's kids in this game, but you can't kill them, just like in Fallout 4, which sucks balls, because it's like there's this one kid in this Whiterun, and she's so annoying. Like, you just want to kill her, but you can't. And that's like a troll by Bethesda. I know Bethesda really likes to troll and stuff like that. And I think this is where we're just gonna end the episode. We'll talk to that guy right behind on that throne. It's like the Game of Thrones right now. But we'll talk to that guy in the next time. And hope you guys buy this game Remastered Edition when it comes out on your Xbox One or PlayStation 4, and hopefully this simulation has given you a good idea. Don't forget to leave a like, and I'll see you guys next time in another Skyrim video. Peace out.